A few days ago, I really needed to post a new video, so I started a new series comparing my custom Avengers Infinity War minifigures to Legos, and that video got like 1 million views. Completely demolished the actual video with all the figures in it. So that happened. We're obviously doing more of these. Starting with Iron Spider, Mr. Peter Parker, who's not feeling so good. You can see this figure is quite different from Legos because I decided to use a dark metallic red color, the exact same metallic red color that I used on the Iron Man Mark 50 suit. On top of that, for the pincers, Lego opted for bionicle arms and the little teeth shoved in the ends. So I mean, that kind of works, and they connected all those to like one of those like 4-pronged clipped apparatus things. And so, I mean, it's fine, and it's understandable why they decided to go with bright red. I mean, it works. It's just, I think the letdown here was the fact that Lego decided to skip out on double molded legs for whatever reason. I guess it wasn't profitable for them to keep doing that or something, which is kind of a shame. However, at least they did give us arm printing, so it really wasn't a total loss. It is a fairly solid minifigure, and I'm not a factory who's trying to mass produce these, so obviously I painted around all 4 sides of the legs on mine, along with webbing that wraps around the entire head, and I was too lazy to come up with a new design, so I literally just copied that off my Civil War Spider-Man. It's okay, don't worry about it, it's still accurate. Regardless, on mine, the pincers are actually from the Minimates figure, and I pretty much just cut up the neck brace on that and just painted them with a similar color scheme for like 7 hours. And of course, just to be petty, I won. So, Doctor Strange, there was literally no other way to make this figure other than just literally taking the exact same Doctor Strange minifigure that I made in 2016 and giving it a new head, because I realized that Lego's head was actually better than mine, so I just repainted the eyebrows and the beard. That was it. I mean, Lego unfortunately didn't update theirs either, which kind of sucks because it wasn't accurate even back in 2016. It's still based off the same concept art that was never actually used in the movie, and because of that, the time stone is like blue. But thankfully, they did fix up the fabric collar piece for the Cloak of Levitation, so that's great. But you can let me know which one you prefer down in the comments. Loki, why is he in this video? Look, man, I couldn't fit. I'm trying to do these videos in 3s, and I couldn't fit him anywhere else. And I mean, they kind of met in Thor Ragnarok, so it's fine. But speaking of Thor Ragnarok, Lego's Loki, obviously from the Thor Ragnarok set, is based off of the costume that he wore in the second act, and I don't know what concept art Lego was looking at, because for whatever reason, Loki doesn't have hair, even though when he was wearing his helmet, his hair was absolutely exposed on the top and on the back. This is literally the exact same Loki helmet that they've used since like Lego Marvel Superheroes began with the first Avengers film back in 2012. Ultimately, it doesn't matter, because they did give us a really solid new head that really does match the likeness to Tom Holland. That's not right. Tom Hiddleston, which is why I used it on my minifigure. You also might have noticed I picked off quite a few other things from Lego's minifigure to make my version of Loki from the third act, because I did still wind up taking the helmet and just pretty much carving out the entire top and the entire back and destroying a couple Wonder Woman hair pieces and putting those in those 2 spaces, and it was a really tedious process. Again, a hell of a lot more extensive than the way I'm describing it right now. You can watch the actual showcase video to do that, but ultimately it wasn't a bad figure. You put one of those long black hair pieces on it, and it does kind of work. Speaking of long black hair pieces, I did actually get a few more Luke Skywalker hair pieces in, which is pretty awesome. And this is how I actually wanted Loki to look for the Infinity War video, so he wasn't just a stand-in, and I did change something, but the hair pieces didn't show up on time. Anyway, that is it for episode 2 of comparing all my Infinity War minifigures to Legos. While I think there were some fantastic elements amongst these 3 minifigures, they were definitely still lacking in some areas, which kind of sucks, but again, not too bad. But anyway, I don't actually sell these minifigures. Instead, I'm going to be offering a bunch of like posters and shirts and phone cases and other stuff, and it's gonna be pretty great. So I have to go finish finalizing the boring stuff over there. And hey, my Patreon is a thing that exists, so you can consider checking that out and me posting all kinds of really cool behind the scenes photos of Killmonger and Okoye and Ant-Man and the Wasp when I actually finally start working on those in a few days. Oh my god, I was hoping I would have started by now, but yeah, setting up an online store is actually a bit more tedious than I thought. But if you don't actually care, which is totally fine, you can check out the social medias, because I do at least have those, like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, where I will still be posting all of my custom minifigures like I've always done before they ever make it to the channel here. So if you like these, it's definitely something to check out if you care. If you don't, again, that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna do like 5 more of these, I think. I don't know how many do I have left. I'm doing these in 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 more. It's gonna be great, and I'll see you then. All right. Bye-bye.